Good morning. It's just after 8 a.m. and I am currently descending the Twin Brook Trail to 13 Falls. I then plan to head over to Owl's Head, tag the summit, and then come on back and spend another night at Gale Head Hut. I'll just be getting one 4,000 footer today. I'm glad I took care of Gale Head last night. Something to not worry about. Today will be about a 14-mile day. Not super hard, but not a giveaway either. I have to descend to the valley, then climb Owl's Head, descend back to the valley, and then climb all the way back up to Gale Head. So I think maybe 3,000 feet of elevation gain in 14 miles. So a relatively reasonable day. Weather's a bit unsettled today. It's expected to have some off and on rain and some afternoon thunderstorms. Late September, thunderstorms used to not be a thing in the Whites, or fairly infrequent, but now they're getting kind of common. Although the last couple of weeks it's been beautiful, so I can't complain too much. And today's a low summit, not above tree line, so I'm not really worried about it. If it has to happen, I'm glad today versus tomorrow, where I have to tackle the entire Franconia Ridge. So I'm just gonna chug along here, make as best time I can, and see what happens. Wow, I've never seen Franconia Brook so low. This is crazy. We really do need water up here. Okay, as you can tell, it's raining. Got my rain gear on, including my fancy rain skirt. Pretty close to the spur trail, the slide trail up Owl's Head. Not far at all. I just have to keep my eye open because the Forest Service keeps removing the cairn that marks it for some reason. But anyway, I'm on my wet weather phone here for the camera. But for some reason the mapping is not working on it, which is frustrating. I use it as my backup mapping source, and it keeps telling me when I tell it to show me where I am on the map that I'm not on the map, and I'm absolutely on the map. So I'll have to figure that out. I can't take the time to figure it out now because once again, I'm somehow running behind schedule. This trail is hard to move on right now quickly. A lot of wet rock, but even before it started raining and got slick, I was moving slower than I expected. I don't know why I keep expecting to move faster when I never do. But maybe one of these days I'll learn. But anyway, I gotta fly if I want to get back up to the hut in time for dinner. So I'm going to put you away. I'll see you, I don't know, partway up the slide or maybe on the summit. Ciao. I'm on the summit plateau of Owl's Head. Now I just have to walk basically north for just a bit. Eighth of a mile, quarter of a mile, I don't know. Summit used to be just behind me. Well, I guess it technically wasn't, but what was thought was the summit was just behind me, but since been discovered to be further along the summit ridge. At least I think it was behind me. Maybe that's actually still in front of me. Anyway, you go to what used to be considered the summit, and you keep walking for a distance now, so you get to the, I guess, actual summit. Anywho, my navigation is working again on the wet weather phone. It now places me on the map at my location, so that's good. I can keep my expensive phone tucked away out of the rain, and that is a positive. And it also means I have backup navigation, which means I'm actually going to try the bushwhack off this summit down to 13 Falls. I've been considering and mulling it over in my head. There's some pros and cons. The pros are, I think it'll save a couple miles and 600 or 700 feet of climbing, which will get me back closer to my targeted timeline for today. I still think I'm going to be behind. Another pro is I've always wanted to do it, and I don't think I'll be up on Owl's Head again, unless in the unlikely chance I do the Deratisma possibly, but I kind of doubt it. So this will be my 5th or 6th time up here. If it wasn't for this 28 and 48 attempt I'm making, I probably wouldn't be up here right now. So this one is just checking off the list for my 28. Sorry, I got that backwards, my 48 and 28. So anyway, I've always wanted to try this bushwhack. I probably won't be back unless I'm doing the Deratisma, in which case knowledge of this bushwhack will be a great help. So another pro is my navigation. I've got backup navigation again. So the cons are sort of a committing bushwhack for being solo. That's mitigated somewhat by the fact that I've got this low jack device that my wife and daughter bought me and make me bring with me to keep in touch. So that mitigates risk in the very unlikely event that I hurt myself somewhere out off trail. And what are the other cons? I don't know. Oh, I guess means I won't be able to wear this rain skirt on the bushwhack. It's too fragile, and I've had it for like 20 years. I'm not gonna risk tearing it up, so I'll have to sacrifice the dry pants I was hoping to have for tomorrow. Unless I do the bushwhack in my underwear, then I might be sacrificing other bits I don't want to sacrifice. So anyway, I think all in all, weighing all my options. Oh, it's also pretty, despite what I said that it's committing bushwhack being solo, it's a relatively low risk bushwhack in the sense that as long as I go down and continue down, I have to hit the trail. The mountain is circumnavigated by trail. So even if I went the exact wrong direction, which I really can't do heading downhill, and considering I'm not a complete dunce with navigation, I would eventually run into the hiking trail. So all in all, I think this is a low risk endeavor for me to do this bushwhack by myself. So I'm gonna go for it. And maybe famous last words, we'll see. You'll be the first to know if it really truly sucks. Alright, here we are at the summit of Owl's Head. As you can see, there ain't much to see. Another one of those wooded in 4,000 footers. Making progress here. I've done about a mile of the roughly 2 miles I need to bushwhack. The top there was actually a trail for a little bit, not long, but just a little bit. through what I thought was going to be the worst of the bushwhacking. And then that kind of petered out, and I got into a section of tons of deadfall and moss, and everywhere I stepped I collapsed in a foot or two. And no matter what I do, I keep trending east. So I'm actually descending more of the east side of Owl's Head than I had intended. But it's actually a fairly more direct route anyway. So now I'm trying to target coming back onto the Franconia Brook Trail about a half-mile south of 13 Falls. Damn. Just missed a bear running across Franconia Brook just after I crossed it. I looked downstream and right across, but I had just put my damn phone away. Back on Lincoln Brook Trail. Guess if I had to rate that bushwhack, I would say moderately easy, maybe. I did not tear any clothing, did not tear my shoes up, and I probably only yelled about 5 F-bombs, so I think that puts it in the moderately easy category. But I don't know if I really saved any time either. I'm gonna make it to 13 Falls at about 4:30. I have an hour and a half to cover 2.6 miles and whatever it is, elevation-wise, 1,500 feet maybe, to Galehead Hut to get there for dinner. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I'm pretty tired, but I'm gonna give it a go. So we'll see you guys at the hut. All right, what a day. Well, I made it just in time. Well, I was technically about 10 minutes late for dinner, but I was able to squeeze in and have dinner with, with the courses served with everybody without screwing things up too much. So worked out all right. I got a lot to do here to get ready for tomorrow. I'm going to leave early tomorrow before breakfast, so got to get all my stuff organized and squared away, brush my teeth, hit the sack. I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. Just leaving Galehead Hut. Getting an early start, leaving before breakfast. Got a long day today. If all goes well, I'll pick up 5 more summits and it'll bring my total to 40. So getting there now. Just leaving early because I was just a little worried after being so slow yesterday. And I've got about a 16-mile day today with lots of climbing, and it's still wet. Rocks are still wet and slippery from all the rain, so gotta be a little bit careful here. Yeah, so just gonna pick them up and put them down and move on. Hopefully have a great day over Franconia Ridge. I'm on the summit of Galehead Mountain. First one today, 4 more to go today, if I remember correctly. You can't see a thing, so I'm not even attempting any landscape shots up here. But I'm gonna get a quick bite and carry on. We're approaching the intersection of the Skookumchuck Trail and the Garfield Ridge Trail. Of course, we're on the Garfield Ridge Trail, but some of you might recognize this intersection from my failed winter attempt on Lafayette this past winter. It's a nice trail though, that Skookumchuck Trail. So we are just shy now of the summit of North Lafayette, which doesn't count as an official 4,000 footer, but it's a nice summit. One of my favorites. I've probably been on that summit more than any summit in the Whites. Anywho, in today's edition of Animals I've Seen and Didn't Capture on Film, a pine marten. I saw a pine marten in the saddle between North Lafayette and Garfield, but could not get the camera out in time. I haven't seen many of those, but that's, I think, the third one I've seen in probably the last 12 months, so I don't know if their population is growing or what, or I'm just lucky. I don't know. Anyhow, gonna carry on here, put you away for now. Hope that this blows off. Otherwise, it'll be the second time I carry you all over Franconia Ridge and you can't see a damn thing. I'm sitting just under the summit of Mount Lafayette, my second summit of the day. Looks like rather than being a filmmaker today, I'm just going to be a documentarian, if that's how you say it. There really makes no sense setting up shots. I can't see a damn thing, which means you wouldn't be able to see a damn thing, and I'm not sure I could get any shots in the open without the monopod blowing over. So I'm just going to keep on carrying on. I'll document each summit as I hit it. But this is Lafayette, my second summit of the day. 3 more to go. Okay, I'm on the summit of Lincoln. Number 3 for the day. Still can't see a damn thing in any direction. Almost can't see my feet. Oh, that's actually a lie. I don't even know if you can tell I'm spinning around. But anyway, gotta carry on. Mount Liberty, I'm sitting on it. It's number 4 for today. 1 more to go. That would be Mount Flume. I'm on my way right now. I'm sitting on the summit of Mount Flume, my 5th summit of the day, and my 40th so far in this endeavor. So, starting to make some real progress now. I'm going to head home for 2 days of rest, 2 0 days, which I think I really need. I could not make any time today. With as little filming as I did, I just couldn't make any time. It's kind of going to be a strange episode. I got a lot of good footage in the first couple of days and not a lot of good footage in the second couple of days. So it's going to be interesting to me how I put this together. But however it comes out, I hope you enjoy watching it. I hope everyone's doing well. And I'll catch you on the next one.